so welcome to my new game stuff, episode 2. Now, I have a lot of stuff here that I've been building up for the last month, and I just kind of thought I'd show you guys what I buy every month in the way of video game stuff. A lot of it I don't do reviews, it just goes up into the collection, but I just thought I'd stop and show you guys what I picked up. I'll start with the biggest box first, and that is Devil Summoner 2. Atlas does an amazing job with this stuff, man. I'm so impressed. They've done such a good job that I don't want to open the box up. It's so well done, it's so nice, it's so perfect. It's a real nice collector's piece, but you know, I was a big fan of Devil Summoner 1, which I got right here. I will have to crack it open because I have to try Devil Summoner 2. Next up is Raiden Fighters Aces. Now, this is a great compilation of the arcade games, and it's pretty cool. I went and finished all these games. I really like them. Good for shooter fans. If you're a shooter fan, definitely you can't go wrong with this game. I was really in the import mood this month. I actually imported 2 Nintendo DS games that I had to have. The first one is an obvious one. It is Phantasy Star Zero on Nintendo DS here. And I've been playing it. I like what I'm seeing. I can't wait for the English version though. It's a lot of Japanese. There's a lot of stuff to kind of get through. Having a bit of a hard time getting through it, but I'm liking the game so far. It's good. Next up is Dragon Quest IX. I actually received this game 2 days after it came out in Japan. And I'm probably about 10 hours into the game and I'm really liking it. I don't want to say too much about it because I want to do a little bit of a preview on this game. And when I bought this game, I actually got a few other items with it, and I think they're pretty cool, and I'll save it for my preview. That shouldn't be too far away. Okay, what else we got here? So this is really cool. I can't wait to show you guys this. A YouTube user called Just a Joe Star sent me this. He sent me this from Brazil, and I just think it's the awesomest thing. He knows what a big fan of the original Phantasy Star 1 that I am, and he actually sent me this. It is the Brazilian, hopefully it doesn't shine too much there. It's the Brazilian copy of Phantasy Star 1. And being the collector that I am, it arrived and I was just like, wow, thank you so much, man. And I definitely want to thank you again on the air. This is just the awesomest thing. I'm such a big fan of Phantasy Star 1 that this is just so great to go on the wall with my collection. I think it's fantastic. Thank you. Now this next pile is kind of funny. I know the last episode I did was called Game Deals. Well, this is going to be my Game Deals pile. It's all the stuff that I've gotten from Game Deals the last month. I was so amazed to get this one item here from Game Deals. This just blew me away. This is just fantastic. It is the only Metal Gear game that I'm actually missing. And it is Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. And I've been missing this game. And because it is the red version, and it comes with an extra disc, comes with an extra theater disc or something like that, but you could not, I tried to pre-order this in Canada when Metal Gear Solid 3 first came out, and EB Games got it, and, well, they were supposed to get it, but we didn't get anything. We never got this. Only you lucky guys in the States were able to get this. I was so angry at the time because I really, really wanted this version. I had really pre-ordered it ahead of time, and nobody in Canada got one. I think actually a few, I think 10 or so, were able to scatter around all across Canada. But this was awesome that I was able to pick this up. I want to thank Game Deals for this. It's such a great piece of my collection. Next up is a great classic series, and I picked this up from Game Deals as well on the Sega Saturn, and it is the original Grandia. I'm such a big fan of Grandia, and this is the best way to play it. Obviously, on the Sega Saturn, it looked the best, it played the best. We got the PlayStation version, but I heard that the Saturn version was a lot better, and I'm kind of curious about trying it out to see the differences. I've never actually seen it for myself. And I'm always a big sucker for TurboGrafx games, and I've actually picked up a bunch, and I know you can't believe that I don't own these, but I didn't have them, and I'm so happy to have them. The first one is Bonks Adventure, a true classic character on the original TurboGrafx. I finally have it. Next up is Galaga 90. I have always wanted this game as well. And another classic game, Dragon Spirit. I'm such a big fan of the old arcade game. I actually have the Japanese game, and I finally have the American game. Dungeon Explorer. Nobody these days will actually remember how amazing Dungeon Explorer was when it first came out. You could play with 4 of your friends. It was a gauntlet style type of game. It was wonderful. The music was really good. And it's on the Virtual Console. I think all of these games are actually on the Virtual Console. So Dungeon Explorer gets a big thumbs up for me. I've been a big fan for a long time. The box art wasn't so hot, but the game was. Actually, but most TurboGrafx games have bad box art, strangely enough. And I got a few freebies here. I got the Street Fighter 4 headband. I didn't own that. You know, I think you got this when you pre-ordered Street Fighter 4. And this is pretty cool. I want you guys to be able to see this. There you go. It is a Bionic Commando patch. The original Bionic Commando. I like this. You know, I'm gonna put this on a shirt or a jacket or something. I don't know. And this is pretty exciting as well. And I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. I believe this is Knights in the Nightmare: Tomb of the Lost Souls. And it seems it's an art book based on Knights in the Nightmare, the DS game. I do know that, but I think this was a pre-order item. I'm not sure. Game Deal's got it. Somebody traded it in, and I was happy enough to, you know, pick it up. Checking out some of the designs in here, fantastic. If any of you guys are big fans of video game art, I'm telling you, this is cutting edge stuff. The artwork here is really, really imaginative. Like, it's really. Oh man, I haven't seen designs this good in a long time. I think it's fantastic. So we're past the video game stuff that I just bought for the last month. But I just wanted to take a little bit of the end time of this video and share some other things with you guys that I think are cool. One thing I'll do is I'm going to share a Blu-ray that I picked up that I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of this movie. It's from the 80s. It's good old 80s cheeseball freaking awesomeness. And it is Big Trouble in Little China. I'm such a huge fan of this movie. If any of you guys, you know, want a fun 80s movie time with some good freaking kung fu and stuff like that, and you know, Kurt Russell, you know, rent this movie. At least rent it, give it a shot. I really highly recommend Big Trouble in Little China. I've always loved that movie. It's so damn good. Now I know you guys don't know, but this is a big high recommendation for me because I used to be a big fan of manga when I was younger. And over the last, say, probably about 8 years, I haven't read anything that I've really enjoyed. And I know there's a lot of good stuff out there, but this is a big recommendation for me. It is a manga series, and it is absolutely awesome. It is called Parasite. Now, the thing is about Parasite is, it's grotesque. It's really, really twisted stuff. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember the movie The Thing, or anything like that. I don't want to give away any of the plot, but basically people on the planet Earth are getting infected by parasites, and it basically takes over your whole body, and you know, and basically you end up, this may sound twisted, but you eat other people and destroy other people if you become a parasite. One guy, our main character, a parasite tries to get into his body, and they usually come in through the ears and take over the brain, but this one actually got into his arm, and he was able to stop it from proceeding any further, and so it only took over his arm. So it's alive in his arm. I know this is sounding wild, isn't it? It's crazy. And he has to work with this parasite, or basically live with this parasite. Like, that's just to give you a kind of shot of you know, this parasite in his arm. This is crazy. The artwork in this is just messed up stuff. Check some of that out. It's wild. It's wild stuff. If you don't like blood and guts and gore and horrendous looking things and weird things happening to people, don't read this book, but if you do, it's absolutely neat as hell. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was just a quick one to show you some of the new video game stuff that I bought, a couple of mangas, some movies and stuff like that. Hope you got a kick out of it. Until next time.